Super John Mcginn could be returning to Easter Road in a night that won't be so super for Hibernian. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football, here to react to the Scottish clubs in Europe and who they will face in the potential latter rounds of European competition. We've got Champions League, we've got Europa League, we've got Europa Conference League. 5 Scottish teams qualified at the beginning of the season, and there's 5 teams still in it, albeit Hibs did give us a little scare against that Andorran outfit. But now we're getting into the real games. This is the games where you do expect the Scottish teams to have to work hard for their results, and trust me, there'll be no teams coming back for 2-1 deficits to win the second legs by 6 goals to 1 or any crazy score lines like that. So Scottish clubs, get your big boy pants on, because the next couple of rounds are going to be tough. But I think the big news here is that John Mcginn could be coming back to Hibernian, because if Hibs get past their tie against Swiss side Lucerne, then Aston Villa will be taking on Hibs for a spot in the Europa Conference League group stage, and it'll be a good game of football. It will be a battle of Britain, there's no doubt about it. But the way this Hibs team play, does anybody expect them to get past Aston Villa? No, I don't even expect them to get past Lucerne. But I think John Mcginn coming back to Hibs, it would be a nice thing to see. It would be nostalgia, no doubt about it, but I don't think it would end good for Hibs, and I think Hibs are the only team here that I don't think have a chance of getting through. I really don't. Even if they beat Lucerne, I don't see Hibernian over 2 legs beating Aston Villa. Certainly not with Lee Johnston in charge. So, I mean, if they can get to the Villa game, then great. And it'll be 2 good games, I'm sure. It'll be, the home tie will be pumping. I'm sure they'll sell out, and, you know, it'll be a good trip in England and all that stuff. But as for going through, I don't really see them having a chance. As for Hearts, they will face either Hajduk Split of Croatia or PAOK of Greece, should they get past Rosenborg in the 3rd qualifying round. That's pretty good, considering who Hearts could have got. They could have got Florentina. So I think they've been a little bit lucky, a little bit fortunate there to get a winnable tie. Now, of course, I still think Hearts are the underdogs for both of those teams. Even I think the underdogs for the match against Rosenborg. But they've got a decent chance. So we'll have to wait and see what happens in those games. Aston Villa, that's not Aston Villa, sorry, Aberdeen, yes, Aberdeen. They will play either Lithuanian side Vilnius or BK Häcken, who they played a couple of years ago. Aberdeen, no pressure is on them, but I did think they got a very favourable tie here. I think Aberdeen have got a really good chance of beating either of these teams. I do imagine it will be Häcken that they play, but I think Aberdeen can certainly beat Häcken, and even if they don't, you know, it's not the end of the world. They're still in the Europa Conference League group stage football, but if they can win, then they're in the Europa League, and you'd much rather be in that because there's more money in that, a better quality of tournament, more prestigious. So yeah, I know obviously Aberdeen will want to be in the Europa League, but they've got a free roll of the dice, so I mean, it doesn't really matter win, lose or draw. They are getting European group stage football this season. And Rangers, last but not least, could be taking on the team they fought last year to get into the Champions League. Yes, PSV Eindhoven. As we all remember, Rangers won 3-2 on aggregate, I believe. I thought the game, both games were pretty tight. PSV Eindhoven made a couple of mistakes. I'm not going to say they handed Rangers the tie, but it was very close. Rangers just sneaked through. But if you told me Rangers were getting PSV at the end of last season, I would have told you that Rangers, I think, would comfortably get through that tie. However, I've seen the new signings come in. I haven't really been impressed with them. I've seen them against Kilmarnock, and all of a sudden, I'm not too sure. Maybe PSV Eindhoven are favourites for this tie. Either way, I do think it will be close. It's a tie that Rangers can definitely win, but it's a tie that they can also definitely lose. So we'll have to wait and see, and there's no guarantee they'll get there because they have to beat Servette in order to do so. Anyway, guys, that's a quick update there of the Scottish teams in Europe. I would say everyone's got a pretty winnable tie, though, apart from Hibernian. I don't fancy their chances against Super John Mcginn and his Aston Villa teammates, but we'll have to wait and see, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Been Fog Football. Thanks for watching, and peace.